Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this perfect back to school makeup look. I wish so badly that I was going back to my first day of high school, whether it was like freshman year or senior year. The first day of school was like always the best day in my opinion, just because you go in with like a fresh, clean slate. And I don't know, I love like going into class and seeing who's in your class and meeting new teachers and stuff like that. I just always looked forward to that first day of school, and it's important to look your best. So I really wanted to create this makeup look for you guys. I do plan to do a couple more back to school videos. I know I'm a little bit late when it comes to these videos, but I really do want to do like a back to school outfits look. So if you guys are interested in a couple more videos, let me know in the comments down below. But if you guys are interested in seeing how I got to this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is prime our skin. So I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Spackle Treatment Primer. This is great, especially if you're like me and you have a lot of like discoloration or some redness. This is going to help to like balance out your skin tone before you put on foundation. So the product is like tinted, like skin tone tinted, so it kind of looks weird when you first apply it, but it just kind of totally just balances, like I said, your skin tone, your complexion. And I think this is great, especially right after the summertime. I find that, you know, our skin tends to have like some redness to it and whatnot. It's also super moisturizing, so if you have dry skin, this is great. But if you're oily like me, it's not too moisturizing to the point where it's like you feel like you're gonna get super oily. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is like my ultimate favorite foundation. I love applying this with my Wet n Wild. It's like a flat top stippling brush, so I'm just going to take some of this. Again, you really don't need a lot, and I'm just going to begin to like pat this into the skin and then blend it out. Okay, once I have my foundation, I'm going to go on with a little bit of concealer just to kind of brighten up that under eye area. So I'm going to be mixing two of my favorites together. So I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I love this one. Mine's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to mix a little bit of my Wet n Wild concealer with it just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. And you really don't need a lot, guys. I know the big trend right now is like a ton underneath your eye. I literally just do like 3 or 4 dots underneath each eye. And I'm just going to do like 1, 2 of this one just to brighten that one up. And I'm going to take a little bit of this on the lid just to kind of prime our eyes for the eyeshadow that we're going to use later on. And I'm literally just going to use that same brush I just used to blend this in. This brush has honestly been my favorite for foundation and concealer lately, and it's like $2 at the drugstore. It's amazing. I will have all the products that I've been using down below in the info bar if you guys are interested. And I'm also going to leave my Instagram and Snapchat handles on the side right here. That way you guys can follow me. I usually will post on there like when I'm uploading new videos and stuff like that, and just kind of like random pictures and videos. So definitely follow me to stay like up to date with what's going on. Okay, and then once that's all blended in, I'm going to take my Coty Air Spun powder. I love this for baking. Now, I'm oily, so I find that baking works best for my skin type. If you're dry, you definitely don't need to. You can just take a little bit of powder just to kind of set your face. But like I said, I get very oily, and since the school day is long, I find that I need to bake. So I like to use a sponge to bake, and I'll just kind of grab some of this powder, and I'm just going to press it in the areas that I need to kind of set the most. I don't bake my entire face, so I just like to do underneath my eye area, and I like to do my T-zone area, like I said, where I tend to get the most oily. So down the nose, right underneath the nose, and that chin area. Especially my forehead tends to get super oily. And then I'm also just going to put whatever's left over on the eyelids to set that as well. And since before school we normally don't have a lot of time to get ready, I like to do my eyebrows while I'm waiting for the bake to kind of finish setting. So recently for my brows, I've been loving the Fiona Stiles Micro Precision Brow Sculpting Pencil. It's pretty much like the Anastasia one, and this one's in the shade Neutral Brown. I love this shade for me. I just think it like works perfect because it's not too warm tone. It's like the biggest problem I have with brow products is they are always too warm tone for me. I'm more of a cool tone, so I love this pencil. It's great, super easy to use and work with. And when it comes to my brows, I really do like the shape of my brows. I just find that I need to fill it in a little bit, so that's kind of what I do with the pencil. I'm not really creating a shape, just filling in what I already have. Okay, and then once I finish my eyebrows, I just kind of go and dust off any of the bakage that's left over. I like to use these Real Techniques blush brush. I think this works great at just like dusting off the bakage. And then a little tip that I have is just kind of go over your eyebrows once or twice just to kind of soften them so they don't look super harsh. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to our eyes. So I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. I figured I'd use this because I know a lot of people have this in their collection, and I think it's a great palette. And the look I'm going to go for today is more on the cool tone side, which I know a lot of people are more into warm tone, but I feel like cool tone looks a little bit more subtle, not as intense and bold, and for first day of school I really don't want to do anything too crazy. So I'm first going to be taking the shade Tempera, which is like the light color on the end over there, and I'm just going to use this as like the all over the lid color. Next I'm going to go into the shade Bueno Fresco. It's a really pretty cool tone purpley mauve shade, and I'm just going to place that into the crease of the eye like so. Next shade I'm going to take is Vermeer, which is like that shimmery pink color right there. Tap off the excess. I know there's so much excess with this palette. And I'm just going to place this color all over the lid of our eye. It's just like our all over the lid color. I love this color so much. It's just so feminine and girly. Oh, love it. And then I'm next just going to take a little bit of Antique Bronze, just a little bit. It's super pigmented, you don't need a lot. And I'm just going to put that in the outer corner as like our outer corner color, just to deepen the look up just a little bit. Like I said, a little bit goes a super long way, so just tap your brush into it and then just start to blend. Okay, and then lastly, I just want to highlight a little bit, so I'm going to go back into Tempera, and I'm just going to place that in that innermost corner of the eye just to brighten up this look a little bit. I'm also just going to take this shade right underneath the brow bone. I love this color so much. I just think it's super subtle but really pretty. I last minute decided I want to put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath the eye, so I'm just going to take a little bit of Antique Bronze, and I'm just going to place that on the lower lash line of the eye just to like tie the entire eye together, I feel like. So next I'm just going to do a line of eyeliner on the top lash line. I'm going to be taking this one from Smith & Colt. It's a really great makeup brand that I carry at the salon I work at. And I believe this is in the shade Black. It's a little bit more on like the black brown side, so it looks a little bit more natural. Definitely recommend brown if you're someone who is like intimidated by black, because it can be very dramatic and intense. So brown eyeliner looks great, especially for school every day. I think it's perfect and it works really well with this look. So I'm going to just shake this up and apply it. For mascara, I'm going to be taking my current favorite, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's the exact dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but so much more affordable. So I'm just going to do about 2 coats on each eye, just to kind of complete our look. Okay, so moving on to the face now. So I'm going to first start off by bronzing up the skin a little bit. I'm going to be taking Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is like one of my ultimate favorites. I'm just going to take like a huge, big, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to, like I said, bronze up the skin just a little bit. If you're trying to keep your face out of the sun, usually your face is lighter. I know mine is. So I like to just bronze it up so that it matches the rest of my body. And I also want to contour just a little bit, just to kind of define my face a little bit. So I love my Fiona Stiles. This is her sheer sculpting palette, and it's really awesome. I have the light medium one, and you get 3 contour shades, and I love all of them. I think they're great. They're super easy to blend out if you're new with makeup. And so I'm gonna just take this e.l.f. like angled, what is this, blush brush. I'm gonna go into like that middle shade, and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones just slightly. I like to think I have more of a round face, so this is just going to help to define my face a little bit. For blush, I want something super natural, nothing crazy or intense. This is from Palladio. I'm not even sure if you can buy this anymore. I'm not sure if this brand is even in Ulta anymore, but it's one of their herbal mosaic powders. I've talked about it before on my channel. I love it. It's super natural and great for every day. So I'm just going to take a blush brush and like swirl it together. And I'm just going to put this on my apples just for like a little bit of color. It's just super natural, like, oh, so pretty. And of course this look wouldn't be complete without some highlighter, so I'm gonna take my Anastasia highlighting palette. I'm gonna be taking the shade Bubbly. It's more of like a pinky toned golden highlight, and I'm just gonna put that on the tops of my cheekbones just to highlight a little bit. Like so, and just on like the tip of the nose. And oh, it just looks so pretty. And then for the lips to finish this look off, I'm going to be taking my MAC lip liner in the shade Whirl. This is such a pretty lip liner. I don't really like to do a lot when it comes to the lips. I kind of keep it really simple, something that I can touch up throughout the day. Okay, and then to finish this lip off, I'm going to use NYX's Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. It's one of my ultimate favorite lip products ever. It's like a pigmented gloss, and so I'm just going to do like 3 dots on my lips It's just gonna make my lips look nice and full. My lips are super chapped right now, believe it or not, because I just got back from vacation. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and as always, be sure to leave me a comment down below on future videos you'd love to see. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and as always, subscribe if you guys want to see new videos from me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!